Today, August 10th, this is recorded as well, so if you guys cannot attend or have to leave early, this is recorded so you can play later. So a big day today, CPI number, year over year, inflation is 8.5% as we expect to post in the trading news channel. The market is expecting 8.8%, so lower than expected, and it's really good news, telling us that inflation is actually peaking. So market has a really big, nice rally gap up as we expected. We take out a SPY overnight lot of 250%. And right now SPY daily is flagging to the upside. Has no sign of major pullback right now. 420 is a really strong resistance. Right now it's holding above this 200-day EMA at 417.6. So yeah, it's pretty flat today. And finally break out this range at 416, 415. Which was the consolidation in the June CPI number. I'm still a little worried that the market will dump like the June CPI, like we mentioned yesterday. So I haven't really chased a lot of position right now while just waiting. What is the next move for the market? I really don't see a lot of buying power from here. Right, like earnings are mostly just expectations so low, and they're doing better than expectation. So that's kind of boosting up the market. But definitely the market definitely looks like it's going to enter the mini recession at the end of this year, early next year. Potential is pricing, right? SPY has dropped so much. Right now the market is expecting, we're probably going to see the dot plot change in September. But now market is suspecting the interest rate hike in September. It's probably going to need 50 bips instead of 75 bips. So that is the other reason the market has a nice gap up today. But most of the FANG, etc. are consolidating. So I'm just waiting. And I don't want to jump into short this market right now, since if you look at all the semiconductor, right now they started to curl back up, forming a bull flag. Same thing with NASDAQ, QQQ. Right, so shorting with this chart, I just don't think it's a very good idea unless the chart started to change. Looking at the inflation number today, basically we're seeing the biggest cost of the inflation still pretty high, 8.5%. It's mostly because of energy and then food. And now we're seeing a lot of energy pricing dropping, gasoline dropping, crude oil dropping. Natural gas still pretty high. We're probably going to see natural gas continue to elevate it to a pretty high level. So one of the reasons we think, and that's my concern to the general market, is yes, inflation is dropping to 8.5% YOY change, right? But potentially we're still going to see, I don't know, a year end probably still at 7% YOY inflation. So what does that mean? That means inflation is still pretty high. Even though Fed will start to slow down the rate hike, but they might, just like the Federal Reserve official, the two speakers said today, that they might keep the rate pretty high, elevated throughout the next 2023. So if that happens, yeah, it could continue to feel slowly grinding higher like we've seen in 2019. But that could limit the upside to the tag. But yeah, that's right now our view to the market. So currently a few trades that we're in. On the swing trading side, we have Riot. I take out the 7 calls because I thought the market's going to pull back earlier today, but it ended up Riot, Mara's, those crypto miners holding up really well. Now holding all the EMA support. Earlier was breaking, right? And holding the EMA support now is bull flagging. So I'm still keeping this 9 call small position. I want to make sure SPY can hold out this EMA. If so, we're probably going to see next leg up today, tomorrow and Friday. If that's the case, I might add more Riot. Consider Ethereum's going to keep going up, like we mentioned yesterday, into the merge in September 17. The other play we're trying right now is General Motor, because the EV credits, tax credit phone now in the House should be happening on Friday. And if they approve, that should be a major catalyst for a name like Tesla and General Motor. Really don't like the Tesla chart yesterday, but now started holding the EMA support after Elon Musk claimed that he sold a lot of stock in the past 3 days since last Friday. And that's why I've seen Tesla being so heavy in the past few days. I know somebody was dumping it heavily, and we just get caught on it twice already. So I'm pretty nervous of entering Tesla, especially this morning, and breaking several even support to 847, but hold up again. So I might jump into swing again. Consider we'll have a stock splitting on August 24, EV credit, tax credit approval potential on Friday. And right now Tesla daily RSI is still around 60. So the first thing I'm looking at is the vertical spread. I might send out an alert later. On the day trading side, not really good after the Austin spike trade. This BA daily both flagging, but just really volatile. Our weekly got washed out, got really pissed. It's actually on our blacklist, so I shouldn't have keep trading our blacklist. This BA is sometimes a lot of works and pay out really well, but most of the time we'll just keep failing. The difficulty of trading this stock is pretty high. And swing trading, we can get the momentum and actually have a really strong seasonality, but sometimes very headline driven. Any negative news coming out, BA just down very heavily, right? So that's the downside of playing BA. But yeah, we do expect with this 787 start to deliver, the cash flow and balance sheet start to improve. This is going to slowly push into 200 EMA 180, and at some point 200, 230. As long as there's no more flight, drop from the sky, which finger crossed, won't happen again. But yeah, so Google, we got in around here. Right now, the pullback, kind of bull flagging. The reason we really like it, this weekly lotto, everyone has been shown on a weekly email and technical chart, right? Has finally break this range high. Right now, breaking out, pull back to the EMA support holding. I do expect usually chart like this, we have a good chance of seeing continuation tomorrow and Friday. So probably hold this weekly lotto overnight, unless SpyQ could have a major pullback before the market close. And the other key resistance we're watching today is FIX, right? FIX finally break below 20, which is usually a key resistance, and that should fuel the next market rally. Tesla, I forgot to mention, right now, if we can see a next leg up, maybe tomorrow, this is a typical cup and handle. Once we can secure this 933, we're going to see a moonshot in the next 2 weeks into the stocks building. So definitely keep an eye on it. One thing I make a mistake today, they're not jumping, is all the green energy name going up like crazy. So especially on the solar name. Really big upside, all the daily RSI overbought. So I was like, I saw this morning plot was at 26.6. I'm like, gosh, we shouldn't chase this, and this thing just keep grinding out the whole day. It's the hydrogen charging station name. FSLR is a solar panel name, right? Just hold it grinder. I was looking at 10, the solar ETF, flagging to the upside on daily, very overbought. And the chances of when daily RSI on 10, above 70, the chance of pullback is really high. But right now they're just reacting on the Inflation Reduction Act. Potentially it's going to pass by House on Friday, which will have really big subsidy on the solar energy industry. And that's where we're seeing those big pops. And definitely regret that we didn't also do some day trading there instead of betting on Boeing, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's kind of like a high level. And then some small names popping here and there. Is that an FAT? It's a biotech name that actually is overbought today as well. Apple day high, close to 170 overbought or 2. Semiconductor today also very strong. Yeah, so definitely keep an eye on them. Again, I was talking about shorting them. Right now, I still think they are short in the midterm into September, October, but right now, since the market is bull flagging, it's really no reason that we should jump in and short right away. A lot of solar NAND also have a strong seasonality. They have a tendency to pull back in September. So I'm waiting for this overbought situation to start to change. We might see 10 going really crazy. So one of the few exceptions is back to 2020, 2021. We see 10 actually was really overbought, but it was actually lasting for quite a while. So this was the rally back to October last year was one of the example, right? Overbought around here already, but actually have next leg up in the next 5 days. So Yeah, SPY trying to reclaim 420. Watch that. So let's take a look at dark pool and flow. I'll go real quick. So today we're looking at, like I mentioned, some more put coming in, betting on SPY, Apple, ARKK will start to winding down. We're seeing a lot of Google betting on the upside, which makes sense. And that's one of the reasons we're entering weekly, still holding the long-term investment stock, no reason to exit. Tesla started to see a lot of bid on the upside now, which makes sense. Right now, a lot of them got washed out, weekly 900. We're seeing the August 26, 1000 call that just came in. I really like this August 19, 900 call. I'm actually looking at the August 19, 950 call. They got in around 7. Right now it's about 8.5. I'm still thinking about some vertical spread. This is a biotech I was mentioning, MVTA. Has a good earnings, so popping out. We can look at the chart, but it's very overbought, so not chasing it. So regional bank ETF, let's take a look. Financial has a nice pop today. Yeah, solar name is wrong, has a short seller report, so I don't like it that much. It actually could be a really good short squeeze. We'll take a look as well. Keep seeing this AMRS, I don't know what it is. Call sweep coming before the close, we'll take a look. But yeah, other than that, on the put side is mostly like this. So let's take a look at the equity. So yeah, some dark pool bought at 414.5, not surprising. I was seeing some bounce as well, kind of normal activity. So let's take a look at, there we go, SPY reclaim, 420. TNX, still a little flat, and because of the inflation number, US dollar actually breaking down right now, that's fueling another tech rally. But right now, US dollar 15-minute charts curling back up. But yeah, it doesn't look like we can reclaim this EMA. We have been in this range and this gap fill for a while. So this 28.11 level is really big. We're probably going to see a lot more consolidation here. But yeah, if not start to break down, yeah, I'm probably going to see tech next leg up. The other thing, this red flag I mentioned yesterday, is the 5-year yield still higher than 10-year yield. This yield curve reversing, usually suggesting a recession coming, but again, probably a mini one. Watch Tesla curling to the upside. So yeah, this is kind of high level what's going on with the market today. Yeah, I'm going to stop the recording now.